Congratulations. Okay, she's never find a way back to the original where we started.
Hey everybody, Trivia Night Live. How is everybody doing? I hope you're having a good time. Let me get the comment section open. Last time we played trivia, we absolutely had some players alongside in the chat room. All the chat rooms are open now, whether it's on X or Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, and locals. How's everybody doing? Everybody ready for some trivia?
So far,
Woohoo! So ready.
And yes, I'm looking forward to winning this one. For once, I need a win, just one. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. Win.
Well, I'm here, so I mean, cross your fingers on that one.
Well, I know what I'm afraid of. Every time you're here. Oh my gosh.
I heard challenge accepted.
Yeah. Well, let's just see how well I do, and maybe I forget the other guy's name that comes in the comments. The Vulcan.
Angry Vulcan.
Angry Vulcan. Yep.
Dude, I'm surprised, but yeah. If I can beat him, I'll be happy. Never mind Trad Mom. Just
wow.
Just gunning for Angry Vulcan. If I can,
I'm gonna have to clip that part into a short and send it to him.
Yeah. So all I need to do is just I'll be happy with just that. Not have to beat everybody. All right. What is our first question, by the way? Is it American history? And it's 250.
What's our topic actually?
It's gonna be American history.
Okay.
So let me give you the first question, and we'll get rolling and try to get into a groove.
All right.
What was the first transcontinental highway in the United States designed specifically for automobiles? It was conceived in 1912 by Indiana entrepreneur Carl G. Fisher, known for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
That would be Route 66, I believe.
Yep, I'm going to stick with that answer because that's what I'm thinking.
So the answer is the Lincoln Highway, which is US 30, which goes from New York to San Francisco.
Really? From New York to
LA? That was the first one.
Yeah, no, Route 66 is New York to LA.
Yes, and then you also have the Old National Highway, which came after Lincoln, and 66 were right around the same time, which would be US 40, which goes through the Crossroads, which goes through the Midwest from New York all the way across to Los Angeles.
Did you say that was 1912?
1912 is when the concept was brought up. It was already under construction by 1915.
All right.
And it was built specifically for not bicyclists riding around in their underwear, not e-bikers, not wagons. It was for automobiles.
Yep.
It was specifically for a car.
Right. Now, if we could only get those cyclists off of the car paths.
Yeah. And I'm still trying to get them off today. Sometimes I miss them, but I get them with my door. Either way, I'm making room. You guys got all the time in the world. You have no sense of urgency to what you're doing. Get off it. We're making money for the country.
At least don't wear your underwear on your bike. At least I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I know. I just find that just oh my gosh, yeah. I think we could use the R word on here without getting booted, but no sense now.
Well, that would be kind compared to some of the words I've seen people use for cyclists. online. So we'll just go with the kind one, the R word,
Yeah.
because I've seen much harsher commentaries. People can't stand it. I mean,
Mhm.
just can't stand it.
It's yeah, there's so much to that though, and we have to go back to I'm going to say it's a United Nations policy. That's how I'm going to stay there.
All right, number 2 is a follow up. This should be easy. We just kind of talked about it. What was the primary purpose of the Good Roads movement that helped inspire the Lincoln Highway?
It was to encourage people to use their automobiles to go out to parks and other recreational areas outside of the city for the purposes of like picnics and exercise and things like that. It was encouraging people to essentially use the roads.
Yes, automobile tourism. Yep. Edward, that's what you were going to say, right?
Absolutely. That was just too good of an answer to ignore. Thank you, Trad.
All right. Let me see here. What were the British regulars heading to Concord and Lexington in 1775 at the very start of the Revolutionary War? Why were they headed to specifically Lexington and Concord?
Ooh. Oh darn. I know that I mean obviously I know they were heading there. Why they were heading there? I'm gonna go shot in the dark on this one. It's because that's where they thought that the predominant mass of our troops were being held, or something along those lines. I'm thinking.
Biggest forts. That's
Final
my
Yeah,
answers. Phone a friend.
yeah. Nope, the biggest forts.
yeah. I'm thinking
Uh,
that's why they were heading there, was because that was where our biggest force would be. Like you said, biggest force was being held, and it was like, you know.
it,
I'm thinking that's
that's
why.
a pretty good guess, but we had already built fortresses all through New
No,
England.
no, not. I didn't say forts. I said
Yeah,
force, like
forts.
biggest
People,
force,
right?
like groups. Yeah,
Yep, but that's that you'll
groups of
find them in
people.
a fort anyways. But I'm going to stick with my answer still. Yeah,
So
say
you're saying forts, and I'm saying groups of like forces,
No,
like
I
groups of
understand.
people, like groups of
FORCE,
troops.
force.
Yes.
FORCE. Yeah, no, I understand. The actual answer is because both of those forts were armories. That's
yeah.
where we kept our guns.
Ah,
The
okay,
British
okay.
were
So it was because
coming.
they were armories.
They were trying to sneak attack Concord and Lexington to seize the guns and end the war on the first day.
Got it. Okay, that actually makes I mean, tactically speaking, that actually makes the most sense.
Right, and that's when you got which Paul Revere never made it, but one of his buddies made it. The other buddy sort of made it later on foot. They were going to say the regulars are coming out, as in code. Oh, cool! The
Hmm.
regulars are coming out. Well, you guys are all going to the tavern. That sounds like fun. But that was the code that they are coming towards the armories at Lexington and
Hmm.
Concord, and we need to
Yep.
secure the armories.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why they were saying it. It was a code.
Absolutely, it was a code. So the
Yeah,
British
because
are
if they had
coming.
said,
It's all
yeah,
false.
no, yeah, that's a falsehood. That's what they call a it was apocryphal. That was a fact that was apocryphal. Like the idea of that Washington chopped down a cherry tree. That's also apocryphal.
That's absolutely true.
Huh.
Because he never said I could not tell a lie. That was
Yeah,
something
okay,
a biographer wrote that 100 years later. I
exactly.
can't
Once
remember
again, apocryphal.
to serve a moral purpose. I believe is the biography he wrote.
Hmm.
All right, very good.
Interesting
I,
stuff.
I believed all that. Chopping down the cherry tree. I can never tell a lie. Yeah, I believe.
No,
Well,
those are
and
both, like I said, those are both apocryphal. They're just examples of things that people created to make Washington seem more like an honest and an upfront guy. I mean, it's not that they're bad things, but they are still very much apocryphal
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
right, and the story gets told over and over and over and over, and once you tell it enough, it becomes the truth. We've seen that in modern history with things, right?
Absolutely.
You can
True.
name hundreds of examples in the last 20 years
Oh yeah.
that it just keeps getting repeated, and once it's repeated enough, that's what happened.
Trust the science.
All right. Question number 4. Who was the only U.S. president besides Trump to serve 2 non-consecutive terms?
That goes back in
Oh.
the 1800s. Kinsley, what was his name? McKinley.
I think you mean McKinley. Yeah, and I think you're right. I think it is McKinley.
I'm sticking with that one anyways, because that's my first guess.
All right, this president was the 22nd and 24th president of the United States.
Which was McKinley?
Grover Cleveland.
Oh, Grover Cleveland. Okay.
Right, so...
Yeah.
Right, he got knocked out by an opponent. His opponent spent 4 years being so miserable, he ran again. Sound like Trump? Overwhelmingly voted back in for a second non-consecutive term. And so when you look at the pictures of presidential history, you will see Grover Cleveland has 2 different pictures from that gap, right? Where he looks old and then he looks older in the next one. And then you have Trump, same thing. 45, he looks old, and then 47 looks older in the next one.
Yep. There you go.
Good one.
All right, we're all tied at 1 because obviously Edward knew the first one.
By the way, is it because McKinley won back to back, and you said it could not be consecutive? Is that why?
Yeah, it was because it was non-consecutive. Non-consecutive.
Non-consecutive, just like Trump.
Right.
So we've had 2.
Trump was non-consecutive.
Technically, still Grover Cleveland because Trump has not finished his second term yet. So he hasn't served his whole second term.
Yeah.
But it will be Cleveland and then Trump.
Yeah.
Ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
Yep. I'm ready.
Which battle made Andrew Jackson a national hero during the War of 1812?
Ooh. Andrew. Oh, jeez. Andrew Jackson. 1812. Oh. Let me think.
Virginia Beach. What was that? What was that one battle there?
You're talking about the...
Was it Norfolk?
Yeah, Fort whatever.
Yeah, you're talking. Yeah, you're talking Norfolk. Let's see. Let me think.
All right. Well, I can give a hint.
Okay. And you said okay. Yeah. Okay. Could you give us like some multiple choice options
I can
on
give
this?
multiple choice, or I can give a hint first.
Oh, okay.
The hint will be this battle was actually fought after the peace treaty was signed.
Well, it still doesn't help.
And the British still got walloped, but both the British and the Americans, word hadn't gotten through quite yet.
Oh! The Battle of New Orleans.
Yes.
I never would have got that in a million years.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Ted 2, Edward 1.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Good for you.
We lost her. She's coming back.
Oh.
We'll bring her back in.
I never would have got that in a million years.
All right, let me add her back to the stage. Here we go. Yeah. So what was it about the hint that gave it away, Trad?
And not only that.
Oh, her mic's still off.
What was so special about that she would know that?
That's why I was curious. How did the hint give it away? But her mic's still closed. We'll wait till she opens her mic back up.
All right, because now I'm curious. Because nothing rang a bell for. Well, I wouldn't really know that.
Yeah. So let's ask her, Trad. What about that?
No, this is gonna sound. Yeah. So that gave it away. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to sound a little silly, but the reason the hint gave it away for me was when I was a kid, I used to watch this show called Hysteria. That was a kids educational show that talked about world and U.S. history, and they did a little snippet about the Battle of New Orleans, and the snippet was. They were talking about, like, they gave the little intro, and in the year 18 blah 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 blah, and the whole little history thing, and they said the war came to an end, but some people didn't get the information, and then they have the one kid come out, and now we're going to talk about the Battle of New Orleans.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
that's
So that's why.
That's what sparked the memory. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, we did not have email yet in 1814.
Right.
So they didn't get the email.
I would never have gotten that question right.
Well, he was.
He went through.
The reason Jackson became a hero because of that battle was because of his absolutely decisive victory over the British, and they had to turn and tuck tails and run back down the Mississippi River out away. As they were all finding out that the war was already over, but they'd already lost men on both sides in this battle, except that the British lost a ton, and Jackson did not lose that much.
Exactly.
Which is good news. But that's the 250 coming up. Next week. A great reminder.
It is.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll be stateside.
Yeah, I definitely will be. I don't know how far down I'm going to be, but I'm going to give my answers sometime tomorrow.
Oh, I bet even Niagara will have an awesome fireworks display.
Oh yeah, definitely will. Yeah, but I want to go to get my New York or my American T-shirt and the big flag. I want to have that on my my work truck. I'm going to put that on my work truck and drive around with that just to. Like I said, just to tick everybody off. All
the British elites that don't realize there's still a colony in Canada.
I know. if I was living in Victoria, BC, or Vancouver, that'd be outstanding to drive around in that.
Could you imagine people just be like that meme of that chick when Trump won in 2016?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It would be outstanding because everybody's trying to copy England out there. It is, British Columbia. And the double decker buses, they got everything and looking like England over there. So driving around with the American flag would be just perfect.
Play the theme song to Rambo blasting out with the windows rolled down. All right, question 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the main goal of the interstate highway system authorized by Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1956?
For trade.
Okay, what was the main goal? What was the main goal of the what?
Interstate highway systems. I-55, I-40, I-10.
It was for travel specifically. It was for travel and trade. And in fact, I believe the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit even talks a little bit about it as well, that it was for the purpose of getting people to travel more and things like that. Not only that, but they also started building suburbs further and further outside of the main hubs of the city. And for people to be able to get access from the suburbs to the cities where they moved into, they had to have these large interstate highways as well. So it really was for travel and commercial viability of people living outside of the city.
Yeah.
That's half the answer. It is literally half the answer.
That's just not trade wasn't enough?
Well, also remember, Eisenhower was inspired by the German Autobahn. What did the Germans use the Autobahn to move around?
Military.
Oh, shipping.
Edward's correct. It's for defense, to move military.
Oh, okay.
Two purposes: national defense and efficient transportation and travel for leisure purposes.
Trad, That wasn't
Yes.
Roger Rabbit like 30 years ago. Like, wasn't that an old movie? I don't think I've seen that. And God, how long has it
It
been?
is. It is a very old movie. I just
Jessica
happen
Rabbit?
to really love that movie.
Yeah, it's a
Me
great
too,
movie.
by the way. That was a funny movie.
But no, the story that they talk about within the movie about the creation of the interstate freeway and stuff like that, that was a big key point in the film. That was the whole reason that they were getting rid of the green car and why they were wanting to tunnel through Toontown was because they were wanting to pave over it with concrete and stuff so that they could build a larger freeway.
I did not know that. I didn't even pay
Mhm.
attention.
Yeah.
I don't think enough of, well, it's a long time ago. I just didn't remember it probably.
Well, that's when they actually told stories in movies, and it was maybe that wasn't the story that you watched as a kid, but that was one of the parts of the stories of Jessica Rabbit.
You said Jessica. You said Jessica Rabbit.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. She was what got guys interested in that film.
Boys, I was just a
She was.
boy.
Yeah. She was not bad. She was just drawn that way.
You're right. She was just drawn that way. Oh, so funny. All right, next one.
Yes.
This one will have to be multiple choice. Well, let me just say the question, then I can go to multiple choice.
All right.
Which one of these men did not sign the Declaration of Independence? And so
Mhm.
let me give you the list:
Mhm.
Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Patrick Henry, or Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson definitely did sign it because he was also the one who composed it. Ooh.
Henry.
Yeah, I think, and then what were the names? Give me the names again.
Ben Franklin,
Mhm.
John Adams,
Mhm.
whose brother named his son after his favorite beer, Sam, Patrick Henry, and Thomas Jefferson.
Wait a second.
I'm thinking. I'm
Quincy Adams, the actual statesman?
No, just John Adams, the eldest of the Adams to
All
be
right.
in Revolutionary history.
All right.
yeah. I'm thinking.
Henry.
Patrick. I'm thinking it's Patrick Henry as well because I do not recall Patrick Henry's name being on that. The other ones sound right though, but I'm thinking it is Patrick Henry.
Yeah, because you're thinking that the Henry or the John Hancock would confuse you, but
Yeah, no, no, because John Hancock was exactly that. John Hancock. He's the one who had the largest signature.
uh-huh.
So,
I'm gonna
but no,
say
I don't think. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Patrick
that.
Henry.
Yeah, me too. I'm sticking with Henry.
All right, you both get a point.
Yay!
Other interesting
Woohoo!
fact, right? John Hancock signed big
Yeah.
because he wanted the king to know. But I believe his name was John Carroll. Signed his name and put his town, John Carroll of Carrollton, because he wanted the king to know where to find him. He was so defiantly telling the king to go fuck himself.
I love that. I love that. No, the whole reason John Hancock, and the reason that I don't know if it's true or not, but the most commonly given reason for John Hancock's signature being large was that he wanted his signature to be so large that the king could read it without his spectacles.
Oh.
Right, because this was, if everyone remembers, they were all literally signing their own death warrant.
Yep.
And they wanted to be very clear who they were. That these were the oligarchs. They were the billionaires of the time.
By the way,
Mhm.
their lives
King,
didn't go so
go
well
fuck yourself.
afterwards.
What, Edward?
Their lives didn't go so well afterwards. Remember, they suffered a lot.
They did. A lot of them didn't live.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well,
So-
the ultimate price, with your own life. So yeah, good for them though.
Oh, the world would be a totally different place if that never happened.
I know.
Very
It'd still
true.
be under British rule. Most of the world would be under British rule.
We'd all be communists.
Ugh.
Well, holy crap, they're about to be in 5 minutes in most of Europe.
I know, but it would have been that way even quicker.
You don't think at one point in time the Protestants in America would have finally been fed up and done what they did in the 1770s?
No, because they would have just they wouldn't have fought back. The Protestants, they would have just wiped them out.
Oh, the British?
Yeah, would have wiped out
Maybe
the
so.
Protestants
Maybe
just like they did.
that's. I think that's a fair take.
Well,
Next
That's a fair
question.
assessment. Yes.
They did that back in England when they kicked them all the Protestants out to Ireland. So yeah, or killed them.
That they did.
You ran for your life.
What trail was the primary route for thousands of Mormons to head to Utah in the 1840s?
The Donner Pass.
Really?
Yes, it was the Donner Pass.
Maybe the one I'm thinking of is that down in Texas, and I can't think of the name right now. That pass, that trail, the something trail.
And you said that that's from.
I can give you some multiple choice on this one.
All right, good.
Go
I
ahead.
need it.
All right, so Oregon Trail, Mormon Trail, Santa Fe Trail, or California Trail.
Oh, you're talking a different thing than what I was thinking.
The Mormons going into
The
Salt
Mor-
Lake.
But that's
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm sorry. No, the Donner Pass goes into Nevada. That's right. No, so that's a different one. And yes, I've actually been on the Donner Pass, by the way. I'm gonna say.
I think.
What were the ones you said? What were the ones you said?
Well, one of them names it. So, Oregon Trail, Santa Fe Trail, California Trail, or the Mormon Trail.
Okay, then yeah, it's the most obvious one. It's the Mormon Trail.
I'll say it too.
All right, you guys got a point. So we are Edward 3.5, Trad 4.5, because you guys were both half correct on the highway system.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. The French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763, was the North American theater of what larger global conflict?
Wait, what?
All right, French and Indian War, that happened 1754 to 1763. A decade before, almost 2 decades it started before the American Revolution, right?
Yeah, right.
So what was the larger global conflict going on? What was that war called?
Between I'm going to say like the Spanish and the French, or
The British were involved too,
the British and the French.
and the Spanish. Those were the three superpowers at the time.
Okay.
Oh, what? Oh. It's something years war. Damn it! It's a specific time frame. Like the war is named after the number of years it lasted. The 7 years war.
I don't know.
I think it's the 7 years war. I do think that. I think it's the 7 years war.
All right, we got a point for Trad. It's the 7 Years' War. It was
Good for you.
a global war. It was a world war.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't call it that at the time. But yes, the French, the Spaniards, and the English were all jockeying to see who could be the superpower, the mega massive superpower. Because in their own rights, they were superpowers because they had navies. Nobody else had navies at the time that could compete with those three countries. Did other people have boats? Yeah, of course.
No, not like that.
Not like those.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Not with 16-pound cannons every 5 feet across the deck on each side.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, but so that one, the reason I remembered that one was I always mixed up the number of years. I used to say 6 years, and my husband had to constantly correct me. No, it's 7 years, not 6 years. So that was the only reason why I was like, oh, I know it's a number of years. I know it's a specific number of years, but I don't remember if it was 6 or 7. So it's just okay, 7.
I gotta be honest. This is our 5th time I'm doing trivia, and I've made them
Mhm.
a little more difficult each time. But
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't matter who's playing. We're still getting, whether it's Edward or Trad or John or occasionally Paul. People are still answering some of these. This is impressive, and I really wish we could promote this a little more. And get, I think people would look at this and go, "I had no idea about some of this stuff." Right?
Yeah. I
Mhm.
know I didn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I never would have got that one at all. Not even the years right. Not even
Well,
close.
Yeah, no, I knew. Well, as soon as he said that it was a global war and he started naming some of the countries that were involved, that's when my brain immediately was like, "Oh yeah, we had a world war before a world war, the
we
7 Year
did.
War."
We absolutely did. Well, and Edward, maybe but I would assume because your Western teaching would have been much like ours in history of that time period. And in that time period, maybe they went over it in grammar school or in junior high, but you just didn't remember it. But I definitely remember them talking about the way the world was before the revolution,
Hmm.
like the
Plus,
17,
two.
basically the 1700s to the 1800s, with like all kinds of crazy stuff going all over the place, land grabs,
Yeah,
uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
we got into that too, I think, but
Yeah.
Spanish Armada and that type of thing.
colonizing everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Plus, for me, I follow two specific channels on YouTube that talks about certain history points, and the 7 Year War was recently brought up in a video that I watched. It was a video it was meant to be funny, but it does also give some historical information. It was called History of Japan. And one of the things that they jokingly mentioned in there was, well, technically, because they helped, they were able to have a seat at the table at the end of the 7 Year War. And I was like, oh, okay. So that little tidbit stuck into my ear.
Right. Very good.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'll have to text me later and send me the channels you watch for history. The one I
Mhm.
love to watch, it's mostly American history, but it's a guy called the History Traveler. He's
Mhm.
fantastic, just fantastic. He's got like 700 episodes. They're great.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Yeah. I also love for history. There's a channel I follow called Extra History. I don't follow everything they do on history, but a lot of their more ancient history related stuff is really fascinating. I don't follow a lot of their current event history though, because they especially lately, they've been getting a little too political for my liking. And in fact, I've actually stopped financially supporting them because of it,
Yep.
just because I wasn't comfortable with some of the things they were saying, especially when they did a whole shorts, they did a bunch of shorts on the importance of Planned Parenthood and its founder. And as
Oh.
soon as they put those videos out, I was like, no, I am not giving money to that.
No, no,
Hey,
no.
Yeah,
did you
I
ever,
immediately I was like, nope. I physically noped out on that one, and I even wrote to one of the editors for the channel because I was part of their Discord voting team and stuff like that. I literally wrote to them before I discontinued my membership. I'm like, hey, no, I am not going to financially support a channel that promotes somebody who promoted genocide of a whole group of people. I mean, technically, it's classified as euthanasia, but with the number of people you killed off, it may as well have been a genocide.
right.
Absolutely.
Did it mention her name? Or I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
What the name of the person who founded
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood? Yeah, they mentioned her name.
All right. Good.
I
If she
mean,
was,
and I would be fine with like the way I like this guy that does the history traveler stuff. It, and it's almost all of some sort of American history, but he actually goes to the sites and he shows you the things and he'll take you into the buildings if the buildings still exist, and he'll tell the story. He tells the whole story. He doesn't give you his opinion on which side was right or wrong.
right.
And that's what I like, right? I'm allowed. He lets me, the viewer, form my own opinion. He just tells you, no, look, this, the 17th of Iowa was here, and the Fourth Regiment of Maine was here, and they were coming down this, and he shows you the hill. He walks the hill,
Oh,
right?
that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's really cool. Also, Edward, if you're curious who it was, it's a woman named Margaret Sanger. She was
Yep.
also a big supporter of the Ku Klux Klan as well.
I know. And she didn't kill. She wanted to sterilize and get rid of the black community, but she never did it. She just, talked about that and
No,
everything.
she also financially supported organizations that did it. So technically,
Yeah.
she did do it because she financially supported organizations that did. She was also a big proponent for euthanasia
Um,
and euthanasia and sterilization of people with mental illness and physical disabilities as well. She believed that people that were,
Well,
maldeformed,
and the
such as people
term,
that were,
to be correct, because I don't know if people are.
oh, something happened.
Sean?
But Sean, yeah, oh,
You
yep.
know?
But
Oh, here he is.
But yeah, no, she believed in the sterilization of people like with Down syndrome and things
All right,
like that.
I'm
Yeah.
back. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Hey, you had an instance of what happened to me a little earlier.
Right, and now my screen looks funny. Whatever.
yeah.
We'll get everybody back up here.
She was a nasty woman, if you ask me, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Under
Let's see
Planned
if we can get
Parenthood.
everybody back
uh,
up.
she
All right,
didn't
we
do
got
any
everything
bad.
fixed. So not that I wanted to go down the deep dark rabbit hole, but the correct term of what she was trying to do was eugenics.
Okay.
Eugenics. Thank you. Not euthanasia, eugenics. Sorry. Thank you.
We'll leave it
That
at
was the term.
that. Well, I mean, we could do a deep dive into that at some other time, but that topic obviously is it needs to be explained all the way through, and we don't have time to do that. So,
Alrighty. So what's the next question?
all right. Oh, which U.S. state was the first to ratify the Constitution and become officially the first United State?
Ooh, I believe that was. I believe that was Pennsylvania, wasn't it?
Oh, where's Harrison? Where's Harrison? Is it Harrison?
That's in Pennsylvania. That's in Pennsylvania. Harris, Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg, is that it?
Yeah, it's Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah, I do.
Joe Biden likes to sleep on the beach in this state.
Oh, it's Delaware. It's Delaware.
Yeah,
It wasn't Pennsylvania. It was Delaware.
Maryland. I always say Maryland. It should be Delaware. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Delaware.
All right. Is it Delaware?
Yep, we got 4.5 to 6.5
All right.
points. Delaware. Joe Biden likes to nap on the beach there.
Delaware. Why didn't I even think of that? Jeez, I never do. Such a small little state.
Well, and many of them that were in there very close. I mean, they were all rushing to sign for their statehood.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Thank goodness.
All right, let's see here. Question 11. Which foreign country provided the most crucial military and naval support to the American colonists
France.
during the Revolutionary War? And then the other part of the question you need to explain is, why did they do it?
It was the French, and you are correct on that. It was the French, and the reason that they did it,
because America needed money and French needed
well, America needed money, but France ended up needing money afterwards anyway. So I'm thinking
not yet in history. They didn't need money quite yet in history. They needed money after the war.
Afterwards they needed money.
Yeah, and
I think the reason
we talked about a different global war.
Yeah.
I think the reason that they wanted the reason they helped America was because they wanted to be able to keep trade lines open with America. I think that's what it was. I think they wanted to be able to keep trade lines open with America. I mean, especially with how many times Benjamin Franklin went over to France and did all his talking and stuff with them, it would make sense to me that they would think that this is going to be their best new trade partner. So they wanted to keep trade open with America, which is why they helped.
Or allegiance, because I think they didn't get taken over by the British or the Spanish. So I think that was a good good arrangement as far as allies go.
Yeah.
So you guys are. I'm gonna have to point both of you, but remember, we just talked about the 7 Years' War, where they
Yes.
got beat up really bad by the English.
Yes, they did.
So
They
they
did.
wanted to take some chance to get some revenge with their new friends, the
Ah,
American colonists.
revenge, good one.
And
That's
then
true.
obviously open up trade lines. Well, if we can, if the Kingdom of France can have the trade with the colonies, and we can cut off
Hmm.
the British, obviously our empire grows, weakening the British,
Yep.
also weakening the Spanish,
Hmm.
which already had massive amounts of territory farther west in the Americas at the time, right? And then the French also had territory, which was Louisiana, what we call the Louisiana Purchase later.
Yeah.
They had a lot
Yep.
of territory. And it was absolutely, the idea came out of, we just want revenge on England. So we're going to go help America. And they had plenty of money and plenty of Navy ships to do it at the time.
At
We
the
didn't have
time,
that
that's the
so much.
key.
We didn't have that so much after the war. We pretty much decimated all of their Navy ships and supplies. And we said, thank you
Yep.
very much.
True that.
And we've been very friendly with them, probably too friendly in the since the 1980s.
Mhm.
We may need to rethink that alliance.
Absolutely.
Just the European Union overall and all, just not them, many other ones. But anyways, go on.
All right, so yeah, again, I'm going to award you both points. The word I was looking for was revenge, but you mentioned all of the reasons that went along, right? All the bonuses
Mhm.
they got out of it. So points for
Okay.
both of you.
Yay!
Hey. Yay.
Last question, number 12. The last question.
It is the last.
Wouldn't you say?
Is it the last?
We've got plenty.
right,
As long
go
as we
ahead.
have time, we still have time according
Okay.
to my clock.
Oh,
Who was the youngest person ever elected president of the United States?
Oh, I think. Oh, damn. I think that may have actually been one of our earlier presidents because I was going to say Kennedy. I was going to say Kennedy at first, but I think there might have been somebody a little younger than him, and it may have been one of our earlier presidents. But I'm trying to remember who.
So the key word is elected, because you're thinking along the right path, but elected, not appointed.
Kennedy wasn't appointed, though. He was elected.
Kennedy was elected.
I'm sticking with Kennedy.
You're thinking it's Yeah,
I do.
yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to say Kennedy. Kennedy.
It's either that or
All
the
right, we're going to give away points. So the only younger one was not elected, and that was McKinley. He
Yeah.
was appointed after the assassination of Teddy Roosevelt.
Yep, that's right.
Wow, isn't that kind of eerie how Harry Truman was elected after Roosevelt?
Which Roosevelt?
The FDR.
Right. I'm talking about Theodore.
Yeah.
So Theodore.
Yeah, he's talking about the teddy bear.
Teddy Bear got assassinated.
Yep.
I just didn't know that happened earlier in history to the other Roosevelt. No idea. Assassinated, I mean. Because FDR is kind of a heart attack or something. I don't know.
What is happening to Trump is not unique. It's frustrating, but we've had a massive problem with assassination attempts on presidents.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, Kennedy only lasted 3 years and then he was gone.
Yeah, you can thank Great Britain for that and the other assassination attempts as well, if you ask me, but I'm not going to get into that.
Well, Lincoln was, 3 years, right?
Yeah, Lincoln, I think, was also 3 years as well, and he was gone too. And
then they put in a temporary.
And in a similar way. And in a similar way to Kennedy, like almost
Right.
the exact same way, in fact.
Yep.
And they put in again a temporary guy until Ulysses S. Grant was elected president after Lincoln.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, we could be all night on what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to because I can't.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say, yeah, no, Kennedy, both Kennedy and Lincoln went out the exact same way. That just the locations were different, but it was the
Yeah.
exact same way.
It
All
just
right, so let's see if memory serves you well, because I might have mentioned this for a different question. This is why I'm bringing another question back to see if your memories work from 30 minutes ago.
Mhm.
So, which numbered U.S. highway, not interstate, a U.S. highway,
66.
66.
was largely replaced much of the Lincoln Highway in the
Yes.
central and western U.S.?
Yeah, it was 66.
What's so funny? It is.
It is. It's 66.
All right, the Lincoln Highway, we mentioned this in an earlier question, was US 30.
Oh, that's right. It was 30, and then there was the 40, and then we had the thing with the 66, and oh yeah.
No points.
Okay.
No points for
No
you.
points. No
No points
points.
for you.
No soup for you.
All right. Well, that was a fun one. I wanted to see how that would work because I put them about 10 questions apart because they were related to the exact same topic, just a little bit different. I
Yeah.
win. So that was fun.
Definitely do.
Next question. Which colony was founded as a haven for Catholics? There was one.
Oh, there was one.
There was one colony that what?
That was a haven for Catholics.
The
Yeah,
rest
was
were
there-
all Protestant.
There's only one that was
Catholic.
signed in that stayed and remained Catholic, not Protestant, and that was one of the original of the 13 colonies.
Yeah, correct. There was never more than 13 colonies.
No, I'm just saying that was one of the original ones that's remained the only
Do you
Catholic
know
one.
the name of it?
Just the state. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah, what was the name of the state?
it's got to be again, and I want to stick with Maryland because with Joe Biden, you said was Delaware, Delaware or Maryland, one of those two. I'm going to stick with.
It was established in 1634
That's not going to help.
under Lord Baltimore.
Oh,
Ah, it's Maryland. It's Maryland. It's Maryland. It's Maryland.
yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta, because he kept saying Maryland, Maryland, Maryland. I got to give you both points there. Good job to both of you. Well, I'm glad the hint easily gave it away.
Yeah, no, Lord Baltimore. That was a giveaway because I didn't know. I had no clue. As soon as you said Lord Baltimore, though, I was like, oh, I know where that is.
All right. So the Treaty of Paris, 1783, it officially ended the Revolutionary War. What did it grant to the United States?
What treaty?
Oh.
What treaty
The
was
Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris.
Yes.
that? In 17 what?
83, end of the Revolutionary War.
Because I don't know.
Can't think of it. I wouldn't know. Nope, I just can't think of anything.
All right, so I can go multiple choice on this.
Okay, yeah, please.
Go ahead.
So it allowed them the original 13 colonies, which turned into states. It allowed them to maintain control of Florida and Louisiana. It allowed the colonies to maintain control of Canada or independence and all territory to the Mississippi River.
Okay, say that again.
I'm thinking. Okay. What was that last one? I'm thinking it's the Mississippi one because the thing with Canada obviously is a no. I know that had nothing to do with Canada. And then the other stuff you were mentioning is a little too specific. I'm thinking the Mississippi one that you just said sounds a little closer to something that would be more true. So I'm gonna say the one with the Mississippi.
Edward, did you need him one more time, or
Yeah, one more time.
All right, so it gave America the control of the original 13 colonies,
Mhm.
or it gave them control of Florida and Louisiana, gave them
Mhm.
control of Canada,
Mhm.
or it gave them all territory to the Mississippi River.
Yeah, but I wanted the question though, not the multiple choice. What was the actual question?
The Treaty of Paris,
Yeah.
uh, what did it grant to the United States?
Again, I'm thinking it's the Mississippi thing because when you say the 13 colonies, that's a little too specific in an area. And then Florida didn't become part of that whole thing until much later. So
Right.
I definitely know that it wouldn't be that. And I know it's not Canada either. So the one to me that's the most logical would be to say all territory to the Mississippi.
I gotta say she's correct.
I will award you points. And yes, your logic is sound because at the time, the Spanish owned everything west of the Mississippi except for the parts owned under the Louisiana Territory owned by the French. The
Mhm.
British
Mhm.
could not give it to the new nation of America.
Mhm.
So everything, even those 13 colonies were given independence, and then all lands all the way to the Mississippi River.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
To me, the,
is
the,
where
the,
you
the
get
13
which is where you get Lewis and Clark not too long
Mhm.
later going
Exactly.
into the Louisiana or the French and Spanish territories in
Mhm.
Missouri, and starting to survey there and say, yeah, we're just going to take that too.
Yep. So to me, it was just the 13 colonies to me seemed a little too specific because I didn't know. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know the answer. But to me, the 13 colonies seemed too specific. I knew the Florida one was wrong because Florida was purchased later. And I knew the Canada thing was wrong as well. So I literally went by process of elimination.
Nope. Good job.
Everybody got a point.
Yep.
What do we
Woohoo!
got? 8.5 to 10.5
I'm
points.
catching up. I'm
Travis,
catching up.
you're doing really well, Edward.
You're doing real well.
All right, next question. The Oregon Trail was primarily used during which decade?
Ooh. Uh, which decade? Uh,
Not the video game, the actual human.
no, I know you don't mean the video game. I know you mean the actual use, the actual use of the actual Oregon Trail, not the
Right.
game.
Which parts of which still exist today untouched? You can see wagon ruts still today.
I'm gonna say it was in. I believe. I actually have to think about this. And you said you want specifically
A
decade,
decade.
not you want the decade. Okay, that might be a little harder for me.
Is
20s,
Uh,
50s, 90s.
is Oregon just above New Mexico?
Oregon,
no, Oregon. No,
is,
Oregon's above California.
yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Then the gold rush. Uh, I will say 1780s.
1770s. I'm gonna say.
All right, no points awarded.
What? What?
1840s.
Oh, 1840.
1840s.
Ah,
Remember,
What?
we got to go from revolution, and then we go to expansion, and then once the Louisiana Purchase was made,
yeah.
and
No,
and
he's right. I should have.
and then Texas had already won their independence from the Spaniards. We were looking at
Mhm.
the West, and so it was the 1840s when everybody was rushing and the government was giving away free plots of land anywhere. Just go grab. You can have 1,000 acres.
And yep, and as long as you stayed on that piece of land for at least 2 years, that was the key. You had to stay on that land for at least 2 years, and then the land would become yours.
And we're chasing. So not only the wagon trails are going in, the Transcontinental Railroad is going in at the same time.
Oh yeah.
We're moving east to west. Remember, Lewis and Clark were working for a waterway so that you didn't have to sail ships all the way down around South America up back to California. So that's all right there, 1840s.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, this God, I talked too much. The completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869, let's say, occurred in what location?
The last spike driven in, you mean?
Yes, the Golden Spike.
San Francisco.
I don't know if it's San Francisco. It might. I mean, maybe.
There's several television shows. Hell on Wheels has this moment in it.
Never seen that.
I don't think it was San Francisco. I don't think so. I know it was somewhere. I know no, because here's the thing. I know it was somewhere in California. I do know that. I know it was. Huh?
Where's Santa Fe?
Santa Fe. What state is it? It's in New Mexico.
Well, I'm going to say New Mexico. Then I'm going to name it after the railway.
So you're saying Santa Fe, New Mexico?
Yeah,
I'm going to say that I'm going to say that I think it was somewhere in California, but I definitely don't think it was San Francisco. I'm thinking it was. I think it would probably be like either just outside of where we now call Los Angeles, or maybe somewhere closer to like Montecito, or maybe somewhere around there. I'm not sure though. I know it was somewhere in California, I think.
When did Texas become part of the states? What year?
That I don't know.
Well
before this, he's saying.
Well before.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I can't give an answer on this one.
I'm gonna stick with San Francisco. Then I gotta stay with that. I gotta stick with it.
I'll get you an answer here real quick. 1836 for Texas statehood.
Oh, all right.
So well before this. This was in 1869.
Yeah.
Nobody is correct, but you're very close. There's a state on the border of California. Promontory Summit, Utah, was where.
It was Utah.
So you had the Pacific, Union Pacific, and Central Pacific joined in there like this, right? Which then also tied in the line from the east, right there, where all three lines came together.
There you go.
That's good history.
And that is, if you ever watch it, whether Netflix or Prime or whatever, it'll be on one of them. But there's this television show AMC produced it called Hell on Wheels. It's a television show, I get it, but it has some rough history in there spread throughout it, Edward. And they actually have the two trains meeting up and the Golden Spike being driven into Promontory Summit in Utah. That's one of the episodes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Next question. What do we got? We got 2 minutes left. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Which religious group founded Pennsylvania as a holy experiment of tolerance?
The Amish. I'm going to say the Amish. Because Pennsylvania is Amish country. And
you know what? My part of my family comes from Pennsylvania. They call it Pennsylvania Dutch, and I don't even know what that means. But I have to go to the original religion, the Presbyterian of sorts. So I got to stick with something like that. And I don't know what that could. The reform, the reformers, reform. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say.
I can give a hint if you guys want a hint.
I want a hint. Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
This religion did not it was biblical, but it did not follow the doctrine of the Bible. It was more about human feelings.
Oh, okay. So that completely eliminates the Amish.
Feelings? What are you talking about? Feelings? What's feelings got to do with anything?
Human feelings.
Yeah,
That
these two answers I'm going to give you, I'm just giving as
Oh, that's a Pentecostal.
Scientology and the Mormons think about
no, it's not Pentecost. I will throw my Bible at you. You say Pentecostal. I'll throw my Bible at you.
Not
Well, it's
Pentecostal.
newer. It's the newest.
Yeah, but it's not about. But Pentecostal's not about feelings. I will chuck my Bible at you, sir.
No, but it's a newer religion, and I'm going to say it's going to. I'm still sticking with something like that. Then, unless you can think of a newer one from the original Presbyterian movements. Or
Yeah,
the
well, let me
reformers.
go with the Amish are very strictly ardent to their religion. They don't put their
Yeah.
feelings into it. They follow the structure.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it's not the Amish.
This one, it's more about what makes you your feelings. What do you think God is saying?
Aye.
When you hear the answer, you're gonna go, "Damn it! I fucking knew it."
I don't know.
Every question, though.
All right, well, let me give you the answer, and then I'll give you the scores. I had so much fun this time. I hope we can do more of these trivia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna.
Wait a minute. No. I want to see what did.
I will give you
I
the
think Trad
answer.
said something. She had an answer. What was her answer?
No, I changed my answer because he said the thing about the feelings, and I know the Amish don't follow their feelings. The Amish are very stringent to their biblical teachings.
But
That's
you never-
not a feelings thing.
No, but
The
you never-
closest, the closest thing to any sort of wishy-washy feelings thing would be like maybe Unitarians possibly, but that Unitarians is way too new.
I also want to thank Angry Vulcan for finally jumping in.
Oh,
I'm so
there he
happy
is.
when he hangs out with us. I know we're closing it out, Angry. I know. All right, so the answer to the question, which religious group founded Pennsylvania as a holy experiment of tolerance, was the Quakers.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
but I don't
That's
think they ever-
right. Oh, that is right. Oh my God, I always forget about that. When I'm thinking of those small tiny groups like that, I always forget the Quakers in that because my brain automatically goes to Amish and Mennonite. I'm
Yeah.
never thinking Quaker in there.
Which was mostly also Pennsylvania and up through Toronto.
Yeah.
The Amish and the Mennonites.
Yeah.
They've spread since, but not much. They're all the way through Ohio and Indiana now. But no, the Quakers did not spread much. It was not a super successful denomination.
No,
No.
but the Amish and the what's the other one there? The Amish,
Mennonite.
Mennonite. Yeah, they're
Mennonite, yeah.
everywhere, and they're almost the same.
Mennonite is, I always jokingly tell people this. Mennonite is essentially Amish light. That's what it is. Mennonite is Amish light.
They're Amish with cell phones.
Yeah,
Exactly. They're Amish with cell phones.
We call them the black bumper Mennonites because you can drive a car as long as you take the chrome off or blacking out the chrome. Then
They seem like
Yeah.
super happy people. I'm not making
My youth pastor, when I was in youth group as a teenager, my youth pastor was actually a Reformed Mennonite. He was a Mennonite out of Toronto, and he was a Reformed Mennonite. He grew up Mennonite out of Toronto, and then he came down to the United States when he joined a YWAM program which is a program run by Assemblies of God. And he converted over from being a Mennonite. He converted over to the AG. And that's when he met his wife, and they got married, and they became pastors. And so, yeah, he's a Reformed Mennonite.
Wow. What a story that is. Yeah. Yeah.
Really great guy, too. Super, super nice, generous guy, too.
But I thought the Mennonites and the Amish were, anyways, regardless, just great people,
Absolutely.
nice people. The ones I've always talked to, anyways. But yeah, hey, what a great show you did as far as trivia goes. I love the
Oh,
questions.
absolutely.
You know, I love.
Yeah, and I hope we can do more of these. Like I've enjoyed spending the time going through and putting the questions together because it also gives me a chance to refresh myself on this stuff too, right?
And you
And
know,
that way I can build the hints or sometimes build the multiple choice.
the questions were harder by far. The first one we did was easy.
Well, yeah. Well, I want to see how it would go, but I love it. So if you guys would,
Yeah,
bless
no,
me,
you did a good job.
continue doing this stuff with me.
Uh-huh.
I think there's something here we could do on Friday nights and get a
Yeah.
little bit more of a following,
Uh-huh.
get some participation from Angry or Angry's friends or other people
Right, yeah.
in the chat room, right? And
So
I've got
what's
a
the
notebook.
score?
What?
If people want to play along in the chat room, we will score them too. Today's score was Edward, 8.5 points. Trad, 10.5 points.
Oh, she still beat me.
Woo!
That's right. I beat Angry Vulcan for sure.
You beat Angry Vulcan.
I
There's
cleaned
no
up on
doubt.
Angry Vulcan.
But honestly, you got to look at it, Edward. 8 to 10, basically.
Yeah.
You want to keep it up.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
I just wanted to beat Angry Vulcan, and I did it. So you didn't get one answer.
Angry, I'll have to DM you next time to let you know that we're on so you can play in the chat room.
Yeah, that's
Let's
funny.
close this one out.
All right.
I had a good time, everybody.
See you, Trad.
Oh, yeah. So fun.
All right. Good night.